What's up, Lollipops? Welcome back to another part of Octopath Traveler. In the last part, we finished off Alfin's story. I know it was Alfin, right? I remember it because, one, I didn't like him. Well, no. Alright, okay, I need to work. I don't like Alfin's character. I like the way they handled that chapter. I would have actually been upset if they made it, bad guy turn good because Alfin said so. I agreed that the bad guy should just stay bad, and he got what he got. But I don't like Alfin's character very much after it. They did the chapter right, they just made, obviously, Alfin very gullible. I noticed when I travelled here, this guy's... There we go. I didn't want to accept off screen, but I did. Whenever I do things off screen, and I do just see that someone has a quest that I can finish, I'm like, oh, I'll just try to remember to do it on screen. What's that, you say? So the lad's father was a swordsman, was he? Ah, a sad tale when a man's failed and leaves a young widow and her son to fend themselves. Suppose the lad saw his father in me, us both being men of the sword. Well, this is dramatic. Ugh. I'm starting to think that mayhap I treated the lad overly rough. He needed a father, and I reckon that could have been me. Maybe you weren't wrong at that, but with it. The boy needs a father, and that could be me. Is your ma hot? How fits your mum? Oh ho, lad, where are you playing at? Sir? Come here, lad. Out of them shadows and into the sun where I can see you. Huh? So you will teach me fencing? Look you. I've a better thing to teach you. Horse riding. What say you to that? I'd rather learn fencing if it's all the same. Swoons, but you're a stubborn one. I teach you horses or I teach you nothing. You got that? Oh, if you say so, sir. Sure. Okay. As long as they're happy. Guess that's what matters. Hi, I would like to hear a tale. We are here for the Merchant's Fair. The story so far. In Quarry Crest, Tressa met a fellow merchant named Ellie. He told her of the Merchant's Fair in Grandport, where the greatest treasures in the realm were put to auction, and so Tressa vowed to find a worthy treasure, hoping to prove herself a merchant worthy of respect and renown. So was the two that promised to reunite at the fair. It's about time we updated the notebook. I'm on my way to the Merchant's Fair in Grandport. But first, I need a treasure worthy of auction. So I've come to Victor's Hollow to find one. The owner of this book found what he was looking for here. Hopefully, I'll be lucky as he was. Alright. It's time I had a look around this place. Oh. I was like, can I move? I don't think I can move yet.
Alright!
Let the search begin. Ding! A hidden item. Excuse me, could you tell me about this map? That old thing? Don't really know where it came from. Found it in the storehouse and thought about throwing it out at first. But I figured I could make at least a few leaves off this if this way.
Oh?
Mind if I take a closer look? There are traces of old lines where it was redrawn, and it smells of the sea. From the looks of it, this map was very special to the one who drew it.
Oh.
I think there's something written here. But the characters are strange. I'll be darned if you can read those scribbles, young lady. My dearest friends, here lies my most precious treasure, Baltazar.
Oh!
Balthazar? As in, the dread pirate Balthazar of the Eastern Seas? And this is his treasure map?
Yes.
Sure seems that way. It must be worth a fortune, give me that! Ha, Lady Luck is on my side today. Now let's keep this between us, young lady. Here, I'll even give you some candy. How old am I? Do I actually get candy? But I didn't come here for candy. Well, see, if you wanted it off him, you shouldn't have told him what it was, to be fair. Banter. Tressa, whatever could this pirate treasure be? I'm not sure, but I'd love to find out. Wouldn't it be amazing? Putting your faith in that ancient map, sailing the high seas, braving tempests and storms! Oh yes, what an adventure that would be. Why, just imagining it has my heart all aflutter. Ophelia, so you have the spirit of the adventurer in you too? I certainly do. Oh, how I yearn for the romance of the open seas. When I was just a small girl, I'd often watch the boys playing pirates. Oh, I used to play pirates too. Captain Tressa, Scourge of the Seas. Don't you know it? My motto was, another day, another treasure. I can see you now, wearing a bandana and brandishing a wooden cutlass. I overdid it at times. Sometimes the boys would break into tears and run home. Yes, I can see that too. That's a good one. I like that one. That was a good one. I like it. I enjoy it. I like it. They were just really, really hyped up. I got it. It was a vibe. It was a good vibe, guys. It was a good vibe.
Yeah. Time for a break.
Oh, you're actually speaking. Oh, you're not already speaking. You've duped me. I already wrote in my diary today. So I'll give the notebook another read. In this world there are countless treasures, but only one is precious to me, and I'll journey on until I find it. He had only one treasure in the whole world.
Hello there.
Good to see you making use of that notebook. We meet again, lass.
Mr. Leon!
Mr. Leon, what brings you here? Maybe he was fighting in the tournament, oh. I should ask you the same thing. Don't tell me you ran away from home. Not quite. I just decided it was time I saw the world. I mean, you technically did. Your parents didn't want you to go. And I have the notebook you gave me to thank for it.
Oh.
Ah, thank yourself for choosing it, lass. Hi guys, how you doing? Sink me. I'd be ready to make a grave from a hammock.
Hello.
Oi, ain't ye? Oh, it's these two
What?
idiots. Nick and Nack?
You ninny?
It's Mick and Mac, you bird brain ninny. You're that kid what gave us a lashing back in the Dripples lime. It's Ripple Tide. Okay, cool. I was like, is that a thing? I don't remember that name. Didn't you two learn your lesson yet?
Mick.
That's quite
Mac.
enough.
Captain.
Apologies, Captain. Captain? Aye, our pirate days are behind us. We be working under a different flag now.
Got that right.
That day opened our eyes to the true greatness of Leon Bestrel. Now, we have the honour of calling him our captain. Fair enough.
Whoa!
I'm glad to see you two singing a new tune. Until,
Well.
are they going to betray him? As am I. They've been doing well under my command thus far, but still have a ways to go.
All right.
Right you are, Captain. Now look alive, you half-drowned dodo. There's work to be done. So, lass, how do your travels fare?
Well,
I'm still learning as I go, but I do have a goal now. I want to sell something incredible at the Merchant's Fair. If I can manage that much, it'll prove just how far I've come on this journey.
You don't say.
Well, there's certainly no better place than the fair for an aspiring merchant like yourself. And what exactly is it that you've deemed worthy of the auction? I wish I could tell you, but it's still waiting for me to find it. Oh, yes, another undiscovered treasure. Don't know why I said another. It felt right. Then I wish you all the best in your search, lass.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Leon. By the way, what brings you to Victor's Hollow? It's the home of an old friend. He passed away around this time of year, so I decided to pay a visit.
Oh.
Were you too close?
Aye.
Aye. Baltazar and I were like brothers.
Oh.
Baltazar? As in, that Baltazar? Which Baltazar, lass? The Baltazar who drew the map I found earlier.
Could it be?
They may just be one and the same. Could you show me where you found it?
Yes.
Yep, follow me.
Hey.
Excuse me, sir. It's me again.
Welcome.
Welcome back, young lady. I trust you managed to keep you know what a secret in the meantime. Nope.
I'm sorry.
I'm really sorry, but I couldn't.
Hmm?
What do you mean you couldn't? I told the first person I saw!
What do we have here?
Pardon the intrusion, but I heard you might possess a map belonging to Baltazar. Who are you? This is Captain Leon Bestrel.
Ah!
Leon Bestrel? Scourge of the Seas? I don't want to believe it, but there's no mistaking the blue spear. I heard all about you in your famous words. What were they again? The strong take while the weak quake?
Hmm.
Those are words best forgotten, sir.
This is...
Ha! Do you take me for a fool? I know you're just here to lit my store. I can assure you, I came for no such reason. I cast aside that life a long time ago. This certainly looks like one of Balthazar's work.
Hmm.
Is that it? You really don't plan to steal it, do you? I see. So, the rumors of the great pirate Leon and Balthazar being friends really were true.
Huh?
Huh? He sounds different.
I beg your pardon.
If you two are as close as the stories say, then I'm sure you'd do anything to have this map. Am I right?
But
However, it's a precious family heirloom. I'm afraid I can't part with it without recompense.
What?
But earlier he said he was just gonna throw it away.
Hmm.
Recompense? If you're truly the Leon Bestrel, then I'm certain you're well versed in the treasures of the realm.
you see,
I am but a lowly merchant, you see, nothing in comparison to your grandeur. But there is one thing we have in common, a desire for a certain treasure. Have you heard of the Edbart shields? Edbart was a servant of the King of Firen. His defense with the shield was said to be impenetrable. Legend says he used that same shield to protect his liege until the tragic fall of the kingdom. I heard a rumor that has been spotted in this very town as of late. Curious timing, isn't it? Both a fabled pirate and a fabled treasure in Victor's halls at the same time. If you happened across it somewhere, Mr. Bestrel, I'd be happy to trade it for the map. How dare he use that map as a leverage? It rightfully belonged to Mr. Leon's friend. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you're mistaken.
Till we meet again.
Thank you for showing me the map, and my apologies for taking so much of your time.
hey,
Are you really just going to leave without your friend's keepsake?
Aye.
That map is not mine to take. Now, I shall take my leave, lass. I'd like to celebrate his life with a drink tonight. And I think Tressa's underage. I'm sure she's like 17. Mr. Leon. He says he doesn't need it, but I think a memento like that is best kept in a friend's hand. I'll find a way to get it to him. Therion can steal it if that's any better for you. You said you'd trade that map for Edbart's shield, right? I'll be back in 2 ripples of the tide. Why? Why? I don't... He says he doesn't want it, or he doesn't need it. I think that's perfectly fine. Purchase Edbart. I can purchase it somewhere. From where? From who? Who has a purchase bubble on them? Or is it from a shop? I assume it's not from a shop, it's from a person. I assume it's from a person, guys. Do you have it? Oh my god, why is this so expensive? We have so much money though. 104, 173. I mean, it's not better. Elementally it's better, but that doesn't affect... Wait, there's a... Oh, you do have... Hold on. Hold on. Well, why not? We've got a lot of money. Oh, we got a discount. We need if it's elementally better, I may as well do that, right? Because if my elemental attack's higher. Right? What's my, like, overall element? So how do the weapon... I've never actually really asked how the weapons affect it, because, like, so see when I'm attacking with it, does it do elemental damage then? I guess it does. I guess that would be how that works. Scrutinize. Anyway, you don't have the thing that I want. Purchase. What'd you have? You got some nut and some dust. What'd you have? I can scrutinize them. Scrutinized the two of them. Alright, let's go look up the way. Or maybe we should just check in like here just in case. Just in case it's like something you can buy there. Hi. My dearest daughter has up and disappeared. I raised her all myself. Wait, I read this already. No. So like there's no point in me rereading that, but just in case I had already completed it somehow, I may as well give a bash. Right, who's got something that I can buy off them? Hello? Oh, there you go. I didn't know if I was looking for a green bubble or not. I can also make up all these, but I don't want to. Imagine having to grind for the leaves to pay for this. That would be awful. Hi, I've got it.
Ah.
Back so soon?
Of course.
I made a promise, didn't I? And I always deliver. But my word, I can't believe you actually found it. With this symbol and this weight. And all these scars, there's no mistaking it. This is the real deal.
Most great.
Thank you so much, young lady. Here's the map as promised. Okay, easy. But however did you manage to get this shield? I want to found it for someone. I'm a merchant. We have our ways. Obtaining such a renowned treasure is no small feat. I can see you have promise, young lady, and lots of it. Alright, well he doesn't seem like that bad of a person, I guess.
Well, well.
A shield for a map, is it? What got you down, Hannah? I was merely pondering the worth of the shield and map. Are they truly equal? Well, it was a nice shield, very sturdy. No loss on the trade then? Well, maybe a little. But as I see it, this old map is very important to Mr. Leon. So it had greater value to him then. That's right. One person's trash is another person's treasure after all. It doesn't matter what price I put on something. It's what others will pay for that matters. That's what the trade's all about. That's very true. Then I taketh two parties to set in a price? I had not considered that. There are depths to thy work I had never imagined. Don't you know it? As interesting as hunting beasts wouldn't you say? I would have to agree. Sure.
Mr. Leon!
I brought something for you.
Huh?
Baltazars map. Don't tell me you went through the trouble of finding that shield for that. Then I won't. Thank you, Les. Mr. Leon, were you really okay with just leaving the map at the shop?
You see...
When you gazed at it, your eyes were so forlorn. I felt like it belonged with you. Your keen eyes never cease to amaze me. Let me tell you a story, Les. About Baltazar and me. We were but lads when the sea first called to us, and as we grew, so did our reputation. Baltazar came to be known as the Wild Eagle, and I the Sea Serpent. Our ships clashed on the open ocean, and our names roared like thunder through the skies.
Captain Leon!
Is his
The
voice?
storm be giving us no quarter, sir! Let's turn back! The old girl can't hold on much longer!
Anyone wanting to retreat can be my guest and swim back. I'll reduce this ship to shivers before I let him have my treasure. If those scurvy sea dogs get to that island first, we get nothing. You hear? Hold fast to that rudder, mateys.
Aye, aye, sir.
Baltazar, that bastard.
You're too slow, Leon.
Aye, Captain Obvious.
I think you'd have learned after all these years.
Enough. Else I'll cut out your tongue and feed it to the gulls.
Now I'll be taking this island's treasure if you don't mind.
I do mind, but it isn't mine. Do whatever you please.
Do ye remember when we were lads, Leon? Starving in the slums, stealing to survive. We dreamt of just growing up and had to fight tooth and nail to reach the top. Nothing was ever easy for us.
In this world, the strong take while the weak quake, and we became strong.
Ye never changed, Leon.
You say it like you're any different, Baltazar.
Not everyone stays the same forever, matey.
Baltazar. He was always looking off into the distance. His eyes gazed far, far away, toward a seemingly unreachable place. Time passed between us until one day.
Can I tell you something, Leon? I never wanted to be a pirate.
Oh, well, okay.
What?
When we were lads, I dreamt of being a merchant.
Alright, okay.
Have you gone daft? Baltazar of the Eastern Seas. A merchant.
Why not?
You're a bloody scoundrel for laughing, Leon. But it be the truth. I wanted to trade treasure from every corner of this here world and bring people together. I lost sight of that dream after becoming a pirate. But these days, it's all I'd be thinking about.
He wants the easy life.
Leon, do you have something precious to you?
Oh, is my diary gonna be from Baltazar? Because it said he was from Victor's Hollow.
Aye, fine storm this is.
Because if he was from Victor's Hollow, maybe he found a wife here and that was the precious thing, the treasure he found. Because that's where, like, he settled
How
down
about
here.
another wager, my friend?
I think that makes sense. It's probably Balthazar's notebook and he didn't know
Whoever
that.
reaches that island first be the winner. If you win, you get that gem you always wanted.
Oh, will I now? And what happens if you win?
If I win, you hand over your most precious treasure.
Deal.
Oh, okay. What is his most precious treasure? That's how our final race began, but Balthazar, he never emerged from those stormy seas. I found his ship several days later, wrecked on the coast. Balthazar had been the victor of our very last match. Wait, what? He never emerged? Like, but he got to the island. Right? This map shows the location of the gem he wagered that day.
The Eldrite.
He called it the Eldrite. It's the only one of its kind in the entire world. It was by far the rarest of all the treasures he'd plundered. But seeing as I lost our match, I haven't the rights to it. Aww. That's why you left it in the shop. Precisely. You made a proper trade for this last, so it belongs to you now. However, you use it is up to you. Yeah? Think how much that would sell for. My god, we'd be rich. Rich, I tell you. Up to me. Mr. Leon lost more than just a race that day. I think I have a memento of his friend would cheer him up. And I wouldn't mind getting a closer look at the more pirate treasure.
Alright!
Time to put this map to use. Right, where are we going for it? The southwest?
It couldn't
Eldright, the Ore of Legend. You know of it, Professor Albright? Oh yes, otherwise known as the Eye of the Sea. So beautiful, men likened it to the eye of a goddess. Or so my tomes tell me. I have never observed an actual specimen with my own eyes, mind you. It is also written that you can see an ocean inside if you peer long enough. A whole ocean? With fish and seaweed and everything? I would be surprised to say the least if the view offered quite so much detail. Truth be told, though the accounts are heresy. Hearsay. Not one author has claimed to have found one of the stones, though not for want of effort. It has long been sought after by pirate kings and would-be treasure hunters. And me. Suddenly, I really want to find it. Ha, now that's the spirit. So it said southwest, right? Does it want me to go this way? Exit town and make for the Forgotten Grotto. Why though? May I just ask why?
Ready or not?
I guess we'll go this way for a bit. Fire.
Letting the hunt begin.
Hit again.
Here
Ah.
I go! I'll not be defeated.
I really just want to be able to use fire, but okay.
Night Ode, bring your shade!
What is the logical course of action? A great inferno to scorch the land.
I'll do my best.
Oh, easy.
What to do?
Pow, with your 91 damage.
Coming, if
That's
thou
so sad.
darest.
That's so sad damage.
The hunt endeth.
I was gonna say, how far is Hannet from a level up? Because Hannet's mana's low, because I never filled it. But she's very far off it. Oh, I need to...
Here I come!
Items. There's items on... Not items, sorry. Well, yeah, I mean, it is items. Weapons.
What is the logical course of action? A great inferno to scorch
I had to
the
think
land.
what the most logical course of action was, guys. I
Letting the
believe
hunt
it's this. Go.
What to
Ah.
do? My turn now.
Get the Night Ode.
Night Ode, bring your shade!
That kills them so quickly.
Let's...
Go on, hit it with your 70. Oh, it did a little bit more, guys.
What next?
Really?
An interesting
Here,
dynamic.
have fire. I don't need you alive.
Not bad. A passing grade.
I'll take some of the levels, because, you know, the people I'm actually playing as are under-leveled, so... But, for now, we're going to end off there, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to poke that like button, subscribe, and comment your comment, because they are comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!